Today I have for you the ultimate guide on how to beat the new Shadowvale map in Black Ops 6 Zombies. From crafting the wonder weapon to upgrading it to opening secret doors, this video has it all. So make sure you smash the like button, subscribe for more content, and let's get this. Alright guys, so before we can actually start the Easter egg, we need to open up the map, and for this we have to follow the on-screen prompts. I'm not gonna go into detail too much about this because it's pretty straightforward. We have to get to the elevator, we're gonna see that it's broken, we need to find the fuse, the electric board, and then we need to interact with the back panel, and after that we have to press the interact button on the elevator a few times until the zipline appears. There's gonna be some zombies popping out. After that we zip down to the lab where Sam is. We basically go to the Pack-a-Punch, and now we can actually start the Easter egg. Alright guys, so after you open up Pack-a-Punch and everything, we're gonna start up the Easter egg. And first thing we have to do is get the Ray Gun MK2 wonder weapon, and for this we need to go to round 10 because a special zombie is gonna appear on that round. After you make it to round 10, you are going to look for a zombie that has purple eyes, like that one in there. It's going to be called Lab Technician. It's not going to have the zombie name. And what you want to do is basically kill that guy and make sure to leave one zombie alive because there's going to be some annoying steps. So you are going to want to be very careful with it. So having only one zombie makes things a lot easier. But basically kill the zombie and pick up the floppy disk that it drops. After you pick up the floppy disk, make sure you come to the dinosaur area, and then we're gonna take a right side over here, exactly where Stamina Up is. And in this room before Stamina Up, there's gonna be this wall right here with the drawing and with some computers, and all you want to do is interact after you pick up the floppy disk. And this printer is gonna print out something very slow. Keep in mind it's gonna throw at you some vermin, so make sure you kill them and not kill the round zombie so you can make things a bit easier for the next steps. So right now we're just killing the vermins and we're waiting for that thing to print. After the printer is done printing, what you want to do is interact with it, and it's gonna give you a preview. It says Bravo Team Initiate Protocol Moth. That's one of the names we're gonna need. In your game it could be different. Sometimes it can be named Worm, sometimes it can be named Yeti. So in our game it's gonna be Moth, and we're gonna use that to decipher a secret code. For that secret code, you want to come to the PhD area, and we have this board right here, and we have to remember the name Moth, and we have to find each letter in one of those groups right here. So M from Moth is going to be alone, so that's going to be 1. O, it's going to be in this group right here, which is going to be 6. You want to go into Ether Shot and use some decoys. If you're playing a squad, have someone train the zombies. So we have 1, 6, and then we have the T, which is right here, which is 7. 1, 6, 7, and then H is going to be here again, 1, 6, 7, 6. And right now you want to go back to the Pack-a-Punch area. Alright, so we're down here again. You want to come across the way we came down and open this door right here. And right here we're going to have a special doppelgast. We're gonna need to open up the door right here using the code we just got. Keep in mind that that code is going to change every game and the letters might be different for you. So just take the name you get in the printer and find each letter from the name in the groups in there and get the code. As I said, it can be different in every game, so make sure you do it every time. I don't think there's a specific code for each name so far. So right now we're just interacting with this, so we have 1, 6, 7, 6. This thing is gonna open up, and you want to, of course, kill the doppelgast right now. After you kill the doppelgast, it's gonna drop a severed arm. You're gonna pick that up, and we're gonna go to the end of this service tunnel. And on the left side right here, there's gonna be another door that we can open, and we're gonna go straight into the armory on the right side right here. And on the wall, we do have the Ray Gun MK2, and we're just gonna interact with that key card, and we can just pick up the Ray Gun MK2, and there we go, we can start upgrading it. But before we start upgrading it, what I like to do is actually get all the canisters that we need. One, it's always gonna drop from one of these crystals on the walls. It's always gonna be one in here as soon as you come out. And by the way, when you're leaving the service tunnel right here, there's gonna be a Casimir on the ground. Make sure you pick that up because we're gonna need that item. So you just don't need to craft on it, you can just pick that one up. It's always going to be there. The next rock you can shoot, it's by PhD right outside here. Shoot that, and look at that. In our game, is going to be an empty canister. We can pick that up. Another one can be in the dinosaur room. Somewhere around here, there's going to be this staircase, and the rock is going to be right up there. Again, shoot it. In case you don't get it, there's another location. And the last rock is going to be in the conservatory, kind of this garden area. It's right there on the wall. Shoot it and you should get your canister. It can be in either one of those 4 spots. After we get the first canister, there's 2 more that we need to find. And now we're going to use that Casimir we found in the tunnel earlier, and you want to come right behind double tap right here. And if you look in the wall right there, there's going to be a canister. What you want to do is throw the Casimir down, and now that Casimir is actually going to pull in that canister, so you wait for it to disappear, and there we go. We can just pick it up, and now we have only 1 more to get, which is going to be down in the lab. And the last canister is going to be right by Sam where the workbench is. We have this bigger tank right here, and you can see the canister inside, and next to it is going to be a letter. And now we're going to need the tomahawks. You are gonna have to have only 1 zombie alive, so we can make this step a bit easier. Again, if you're playing in a group, make sure someone trains the zombie so you can have an easier time. You want to come to the service tunnel again, and right here on the left side, you're gonna see these pipes. And as you can see, one of them is like leaking gas, and what you want to do is have the gas to leak from the side. We have the letter on the wall right there, and because for us the letter is B, we're gonna have to turn on the middle valve, get the gas to go further, and then we're gonna have to turn on the B valve. Make sure you aim just slightly above the valve so you can actually hit it. There we go. If you do it correctly, Sam is gonna have like a quote saying, I think it didn't show up because Strauss was talking. There we go. And you can see the gas coming in the tank right there. Now what you want to do is actually get an explosive, so basically a Molotov or a Semtex or anything like that, to actually throw at the tank to break the glass. Just like that. And the last canister is going to be spit out. Now we can actually start upgrading the ray gun and getting its variants, and I like to go in this order every time because it feels like it makes things a bit easier. I always like to do the green one first, and for this we have to find these spores around the map. There's 4 in total, and you can break those to give the special items using a grenade, or you can just use the Ray Gun Mark II. So if you don't want to use any salvage to buy nades and stuff like that, you can just use the regular version of the Mark II. If you already upgraded the Mark II to something else, the Mark II is not going to work to break those cysts. But basically, if you have the standard version, just go up to 1, shoot it once, it's going to like scream a bit, and then it's going to drop a seed. We're going to need to find 4 seeds like that around the map. It can be one over there, there can be some over here, another location can be right down here where the fireplace is, another location can be in this big area right here, just look behind the rocks, another location can be just in spawn right here where it's in my game right now, shoot it, get the seed. Another location can be in this corner right here, one more location can be by quick revive right next to this well thing right here, shoot it, wait for it to scream, and then pick up the seed. One more location can be right around PhD where the map is, just on top of that concrete thing. Should it get the seed? Another location could be up at those trees right here by depth perception. And another one can be right here behind double tap. Be very careful because it can be in some bushes, so definitely pay a bit of attention. But after you got all 4 seeds, you want to come to the conservatory, and right back here there's going to be a place where you can put a canister in, interact with it, put a canister in, and now we have this ether kind of looking things here. And what you want to do is interact with one of them, plant a seed, and now you're just going to have to defend this place from the zombies that are going to start attacking it until this actually grows a lot bigger, and you can see that toxic spore harvested bar go up a bit. When the first one is done, it's going to look something like that. And after that is finished, we can move on to the next one. If you're playing a group, it's very easy if someone actually trains a zombie and one person defends, or the other 2 defend, depending on how many you are. Next location is going to be right behind this one. We go back here, interact with the machine again, and we do the same thing, defend until the toxic spore basically is harvested, like it grows super big. There we go, the second one is done. For the third one, you want to jump down here, go down here where the trap is, and just interact with the next one. Again, we're gonna do the same thing, we're gonna defend. Keep in mind that only the purple-eyed zombies are going to attack this, so you can keep a zombie alive even if you are playing solo. After this one is done, you want to come behind quick revive right here, up the stairs a bit, and just interact with the last place. We do the same thing, we defend it until it's done. After that one is done, the bar is gonna fill and you want to go back to where you put the canister and just pick up the toxic canister, and we're pretty much done with the first one. After you pick up the canister, you want to go into spawn and you have this special workbench right here, and we can just interact with it to put the toxic canister in. But I'm actually not gonna upgrade it just yet, because first I want to do all 3 canisters. And for the next one, it's gonna be right next to where we are right now, and more specifically in this open area right here with all the rocks. What you want to do is come up these stairs right in front of Speed Cola, and there's another place we can put a canister in. Interact with that, and it's gonna spawn in 2 abominations, or 1 if you're solo. You're gonna want to have the abomination to laser you until you hit the 3 small rocks in between the big rocks. When you hit one, it's gonna turn blue. By the way, keep in mind that if you pass the round while you have one done, it might reset the progress. But basically, all you want to do is have all of those lit up by the laser from the abomination. Alright, after all 3 rocks are lit up, what you need to do is have the mega abomination smash into them with a charge attack. You have to do this for all 3 rocks, and if you do it correctly, they're gonna start floating. This can be a pretty annoying step, and if you're doing it in a team, have someone train a zombie somewhere else so the abomination doesn't kill the zombies with the attack. After that is done, the abomination is gonna despawn, and now there's gonna be a portal in the middle, and you're gonna have to defend it from the vermins that are going to push in. Keep in mind the normal zombies are not gonna go for it, but the vermins are gonna go for it. So definitely kill all the vermins as fast as you can. Don't let them go inside, because this is time-based as well, and you don't want to miss this. So just focus on the vermins, use some decoys for the zombies, use ether shot, do not get attacked by the zombies and anything, and just kill the vermins. After that one is done, the objective is going to be complete, and you can go back to the canister spot and just pick it up. Now we have to do only 1 more canister, and this one is going to be a bit more finicky, but it's pretty fun as well. First of all, you want to come next to quick revive right here, and there's going to be this well with like the lion head on it, and you just want to interact with it, and it's gonna give you a reflector. We're gonna have to find 2 of these, and the second reflector is gonna be right behind PhD outside here. This is the fountain or well, whatever you want to call it. You get the second reflector. Now we're gonna need an ether bomb, and this can be found in the white boxes around the map that you can shoot. There's plenty of locations for this one. You can just go around the map and until you actually find some, and they're gonna look like this. They're gonna have the Project Janus logo on them, and basically what you want to do is just destroy those until an ether bomb drops in. After you get the essence bomb, keep in mind that it's gonna take a while. Sometimes you can find it pretty easy, sometimes you really have to look for those boxes a lot. You can also save and quit, and it's gonna reset the spawns if you're solo, so you can definitely do that. After that, you want to come to the service tunnel, and across where we find the Casimir, basically left side of the tier 3 armor, there's gonna be a wall right here that we can actually break with that bomb, and you want to come down here to the secret area. By the way, this place is absolutely insane. I really hope there's a side quest that we have to fight that worm. We're gonna have to place the reflectors we got. One of them is gonna be right here next to this doppelgas statue, so we're gonna put one right over there, and then next one, we're gonna take this small entrance right here where we go up, and then put it up here. After that, you will want to take your canister and put it in the device right here where it's supposed to be placed, and you're gonna have this thing light up right now. Basically, right now what you want to do is hit those reflectors until they actually hit the doppelgas statues. This can be a bit annoying, but this is how I like to start all the time. There's always gonna be one in front of this, so you only need to move this one right here. Basically, what you want to do is just melee it until it lights up to a different spot. And then, as I said, you just have to make it reflect on the doppelgas statues. After you get it to reflect on one of the doppelgas statues, you want to come to this crystal right here that is lighting up the whole thing and just melee it a few times. And you see those pulses going towards the statue. And it's gonna, well, bring back to life a doppelgast. You want to kill it. And then we need to do this for all of those doppelgast statues. There's 3 in number. After you do the first one, we can take the reflector from up there and we can actually place it right here in this hole on the wall, and then we can melee the main one, and we're gonna have to reflect it until it goes on a doppelganger statue again. After that, you just want to interact with it or melee it a few times until it pulses. Try not to kill the zombies. Having only one zombie alive is very, very useful for this spot. There we go. We kill the doppelganger. That one is done. And then we try to melee it again, and it's gonna hit this one. Now we melee this one to actually get it to line up with the last doppelganger statue, which is right next to the crystal over there. There we go. We got it to be on the doppelganger. Again, melee the crystal a few times. The guy is gonna come back to life. You just kill him. This guy is gonna be a bit tougher because he's an HVT doppelganger, but after you took him out, you're gonna have to wait a few seconds. This guy is gonna light up purple a bit, and then you can just pick up the purple and final canister. Now we have all three canisters. We can use this to upgrade the ray gun to different variants and to open up some secret doors. The first one I like to do is always the purple one, and this one is around depth perception right here. You come into the director's quarters and you can see the machine right here. Interact with it to put a purple thing in, and then you're gonna craft the shotgun version of this. After you get the shotgun version, you have to come right here where the elevator is, and you see this picture on the wall. You just interact with the machine right there. And now you're gonna have to kill zombies using this ray gun variant. Keep in mind, it has to be this variant. Do not kill it with normal weapons because it's not gonna work. As you can see, we're opening up the portal. We're getting a few kills. Just like that. And there we go, portal is done. And as soon as you come inside, there's gonna be this very cool room. In the corner of the table right here, there's gonna be this bottle, and you just want to pick that up. After we picked up the red bottle from the secret room, you want to come to this place with the wine right here. Is like behind depth perception, and there's going to be this chalice on the table right here. We just interact with it and it's going to spawn in a disciple. We're going to kill that disciple, and that's going to be a part of a ritual. As you can see, there's like a symbol appearing on top of that, and there's going to be like 3 of these chalices around the map. Next one is going to be in the T-Rex room, and it's going to be on the upper level, right across from the T-Rex on this bench right there. Interact with it. Another disciple is going to spawn in. You're going to kill it. There we go. Another symbol is going to appear next to the chalice right there. Keep in mind that this does not have to be done in a specific order, so you can do it whatever you like. And the final location is going to be exactly in spawn next to this bridge right here. There's like a tunnel entrance kind of looking thing, and there's the chalice right there. Interact with it. The disciple is going to spawn up on the bridge, and all you have to do is just take it out. After that is done, we have to find a secret ritual item. That item will always be in the depth perception room in this save right here, but we need to find a code. And that code is always going to be on the walls where the elevator towards the SAM is. Basically, you come into this room and you look on the walls right here, starting from the left side. So we got 13, we got 04, and we got 23. Keep in mind that these are going to change every time, so come here and check them out. After you got the code, just come here and input it, and then the safe is going to open, and there's going to be a special very weird item in there. You pick it up, and now we have to go back to the secret door we just opened earlier. You come inside the room right here, and what you want to do is interact with this pedestal right here. There's going to be like a nuke phase, and it's going to be a lockdown in here where a special HVT is going to pop up. Keep in mind that for this phase, you need a specific ray gun variant. So because we are doing the purple one, we need a purple ray gun variant, because it's going to spawn in an HVT, and only this one can actually break the shield of this guy. So definitely make sure you use the right one, because if you don't, you're not going to be able to break the shield and do damage to the special HVT right there. But anyways, you keep shooting that thing until you kill it. And after it's done, you're gonna get a max ammo. You're gonna wait a few seconds for the character to say a few codes. You're gonna see these symbols light up on the Sentinel artifact right there. And after that, you can just pick it up, and now we can actually move to the next thing. Now, what I like to do is do the toxic one, which is the green variant of the weapon. So we're gonna go in spawn and get the green variant. The variant is gonna be exactly where we spawn in, we craft it, and then we have to go inside the mansion again. And to be more specific, as soon as we go in, we're gonna take a right towards stamina up right here, and into this room where the level 2 armor is. Again, there's a picture on the wall. You just interact with the machine, and now we have to kill zombies using this specific ray gun until we open the portal, much like the purple variant of the weapon. There we go. This thing is opened. You can go inside. As you can see, it's like this green vibe kind of thing. And now we have to find 3 books, but keep in mind you're gonna need ether shot for these books, so having like a power keg or arsenal accelerator or raindrops could be very, very useful. And also try to have only 1 zombie alive to make things a bit easier. Alright guys, so when you have only 1 zombie left and 2 ether shot charges, it's very nice to use the extra charge augment for this one. The first place where one of the books can be, it's in this very room just outside the portal right here. So we go in ether shot, and as you can see, it's right here on the table. Next one, it can be across stamina right here in the fireplace or on some of those tables. Another place can be right up the stairs right here. We can actually see it right on the table here. We can just interact with it. Somehow I think it got bugged. You need to be in ether shroud for this. You can either be in the briefcase as well. Try to interact with that while in ether shroud. Another location, it can be right here where the bar is, where the mini bar is. So just go into ether shroud and you can be on top of the computer right here. Another place it can be right here where the fireplace is, or either on this table. So just go in ether shroud and try to check it out if it's there. If it's not, there's gonna be another spot where it could be. To be more specific, it could be in the fireplace right here where the elevator. From what I've seen, there's always one in the fireplace. So there's 3 fireplaces, one by stamina, one right here by the elevator, and one on the room we were just in earlier on the right side. And after you find all 3 books, we come back in front of the teleporter right here, and you can see these books on the shelves right here. And now we basically have to interact with them in the correct order. So it's gonna be this and then this. You gotta do it somewhat fast, and if you do it correctly, you're gonna have a secret door opening up. From what I've seen, this combination could be different in any game, so you don't necessarily have to interact with the middle book. Just try to go from left to right or right to left or middle left and stuff like that until the door actually opens up. After that, you want to come inside here and just interact with the pedestal to put in the Sentinel artifact. And as last time, we're gonna have to kill an HVT. This time is going to be an amalgam. Keep in mind, you need to have the green variant of the Ray Gun Mark II, so it's going to be the marksman one, so you can be able to actually break the shield of the HVT. Wait for a few seconds, that guy is gonna spawn in. We're gonna use our ray gun to break the shield and do damage to him. After you kill that guy, he's gonna give you a max ammo, and we're gonna wait for the Sentinel artifact to charge up. We pick it up, and now we're pretty much on the last variant of the ray gun, and we're gonna have to go for the blue one, which is the fire one. So we're going to go in the secret tunnel underneath the lab. And exactly where the armory is from where we got the Ray Gun Mark II, on the left side right here is going to be the last place where we upgrade the ray gun. This is definitely the best version. This is the SMG version, shoots very fast, does very good damage and stuff like that. And now basically we have to go to the dinosaur room to get the last secret door opened. But before we actually go there, we need to pick up another item to actually open that secret door. And that item is going to be right outside the elevator room, on the left side right here when you come up, or on the right side when you come in. It's going to be in that box right there. I'm going to call that a lamp, but it's actually a sconce. So we pick that up and go to dinosaur room now. Right here on the right side, or on the left side when you go in, right next to jug, you can put that thing over there. Alright, so after you put that lamp on, we basically have to interact with it, and it's going to start lighting up left and right. And we basically have to follow whatever the lamp lights up to. So basically, we turn that one and it lit this one up. We're going to do that one. And then that one's going to light up again and then go to the other side. So we do this and then this. There we go. That zombie is very annoying. And then it's going to move there and there twice. So one time. One. And then two. and then the secret door is gonna open. You just basically have to follow the lights for a few tries, and then the secret door is gonna open. And now that we have the right ray gun variant, interact with the machine right there, and we have to open the portal to basically another secret room. So we just wait for zombies, we kill them, there we go, the portal is open, we go inside, we have this another guy right here. Basically we have to give him a drink. For that we're going to have brain rot or one of the weapons, so make sure you have a bullet weapon and put brain rot on. Alright, so after you got brain rot on your weapon, you want to come to the green portal right here, go through this door, and exactly where this SWAT 556 wall buy is, you're gonna have to break the glass in this room and interact with it until you pick up a bell. It can be in a lot of the locations around here, so make sure you break all the glass until you actually find it. It could be behind that thing over there, it can be around here. So just break all the glasses and interact with them until you actually get a small bell. It's gonna be a bit hard to find in this dark place, but just interact with everything, like throw a nade in there, break the glass and stuff like that, and then just interact with the walls until you pick it up. And after we get that bell, we're going to have to go to the bar in the dinosaur room. And we're gonna go right here. You put the bell on the table right there, and it says, please ring bell for service. Now this is where brain rot comes in, because we need to turn a zombie, and after we turn it next to the bar, we're gonna have to interact with the bell. So we turn the zombie, interact with the bell, he's gonna jump over the counter, he's actually going to, well, drink something, and now he's gonna share it with us. We pick up that metal hip flask, and now we go back in the blue room, the secret room. Again, keep in mind, you need to have the right variant. So blue door, blue variant. And we interact with the pedestal right here, and now it's going to spawn in another HVT. This time is going to be an mangler, and as you guys know, the manglers are weak to fire. That's why you need to have the fire variant of the Ray Gun Mark II. Once again, break the shield, do damage, hold on a few seconds, break the shield again, and then do more damage, and repeat this until you are basically done. Using the ray gun is actually very easy, makes these things go by super fast. Not gonna lie, ray gun is actually pretty awesome in this game. We get the max ammo, that one's done. The Sentinel artifact is gonna light up again, and all the symbols are gonna be lit up, and we are pretty much ready for the boss fight. And in order to go to the boss fight, all you have to do is come downstairs where Sam is and just interact with any of the computers in front of her. It says start the final encounter as soon as you are ready. Now I'm not gonna go in depth too much about the boss fight, because I'm gonna have a separate video on how to beat it a bit easier on the solo version. But basically, make sure you have Pack-a-Punch level 3 with you. I would actually advise you to get the ray gun SMG variant with you. If you don't want to use the ray gun, like any weapon, Pack 3 legendary is going to be absolutely necessary in there. Have a chopper gunner with you, because it's very good, the chopper gunner. And also use near death experience if you're playing in a group. Have with you a shields up, maybe an insta kill and stuff like that, and just coordinate it with your team, because this boss fight it's extremely tough. So as always, make sure you smash the like button for the solo guide on how to do it a lot easier. Basically, so far I haven't found any like special weapons that could do like insane amount of damage. Basically, it's one of those bosses, a bit like Citadel, where it's like super bullet spongy, so you have to be very careful and just keep the distance as much as you can from him. It's gonna have like 4 phases, so you know, just play time, and when the phase with the T-Rex turns green, that's when things are gonna get like super hard, so definitely be on the move as much as you can. As I said, having the variants for the ray gun is actually very good. Even the shotgun one is very good. So maybe if you're in a group and you have like 2 or 3 ray guns, get all the ray gun variants, and then someone else use a normal weapon. And everybody have a chopper gunner. And don't use the chopper gun in the beginning. Use the chopper gunner when he turns green and he's like super aggressive, because you're gonna do actually quite a lot of damage with the chopper gunner, and you can get that thing done pretty easily. But anyways, this is pretty much the guide for the map. It's actually not that hard after you do it once or twice. The steps are somewhat easy, not very complicated and stuff like that. And I really think the mansion, it's a fantastic map in Black Ops 6 Zombies. Might be the best one so far. Definitely the boss fight. It's super spectacular and I absolutely love it. But anyways, that's gonna be it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next one.